I wonder how many times you've sought to practice biblical lament in your life, or if you'd even be able to define what lament is. What we come across in Psalm 38 is David doing that. He's lamenting his experience and what he's going through. And you can read the entirety of these verses, but specifically I wanted to read a couple just to show you what he's saying. So I want you to see in verse 9 where David says this. He says, "O Lord, all my longing is before you. My sighing is not hidden from you. My heart throbs. My strength fails me. And the light of my eyes, it also has gone from me. My friends and companions stand aloof from my plague, and my nearest kin stand far off." He goes on to say in verse 13 that he feels like a deaf man. He can't hear. He feels like a mute man that's not able to open his mouth. And he's just being really honest about where he is. I wonder when the last time was that you encountered incredible difficulty, that you were honest with God, but also in your honesty that you remained hopeful based off of who you know God to be. Because that's what David does here. If you read on through this, he grounds his lament in God and waiting for him. Look at how he kind of comes back around in verse 15. He says, "But for you, O Lord, do I wait. It is you, O Lord my God, who will answer me." And then in verse 21, he says, "Do not forsake me, O Lord. O my God, be not far from me. Make haste to help me, O Lord, my salvation." And my encouragement to you today is to turn to God in all things, not just in the good times, not just when things are going your way, not just when your kids are behaving or when you get the raise or when your health is good, but also that you would turn to God even in the bad times, even when it feels like things aren't going your way, even when it feels like maybe you didn't get what you wanted in life. Turn to God then too, and turn to him in lament, being honest with him, but also being hopeful for what God's gonna do in the future. My challenge to you, if you're going through pain or difficulty today, that you could use this psalm as a lament to your God.